Yourself with the dreamers and the doers, the believers and thinkers. But most of all, surround yourself with those who see greatness within you even when you don't see it yourself. Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to talk about organ system. A group of organs forms the organ system and together they perform a particular function. The heart and the blood vessels together make the cardiovascular system. Organs such as nose, pharynx, trachea, lungs and diaphragm works together as the respiratory system. So in our body we have many different types of systems like endocrine system, digestive system, muscular system, reproductive system, skeletal system and so on. Let us see the respiratory system as an example for organ system elaborately. Now you are looking at one picture. Yes, this is the respiratory system. Our respiratory system consists of organs like trachea, bronchus and lungs, which are responsible for exchange of air between the atmosphere and the blood. Let us see the organs of the respiratory system in detail. The nose. We inhale air through the nostrils, which lead to the nasal cavity. The inner surface of this cavity is lined with cilia and mucus producing cells, which make it sticky and moist. The cilia and mucus trap dust and germs to prevent them from going deeper into the respiratory tract. The blood vessels in the nose help to form the inhaled air. Next, windpipes. After passing through the nasal system, the air enters the pharynx. Then it goes into the trachea or the windpipe. The windpipe is also called as trachea, which is an elastic tube extending down the length of the neck and partially into the chest cavity. Between the pharynx and the trachea lies a small air passage called the larynx. This is also known as voice box. The larynx has fold of tissue which vibrate with the passage of air to produce sound. Next, we are moving on to bronchi. The trachea divides into two branches called the bronchi. Each bronchus leads to the lung, where it divides and redivides to finally form air passage called bronchioles. This is bronchioles. Next, we are moving on to lungs. The lungs are the organs present in the chest cavity that allow our body to exchange gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. The lungs are two spongy elastic bags on each side of the thoracic cavity. The thoracic cavity is bound dorsally by the vertebral column and ventrally by the sternum, laterally by the ribs and on the lower side by the dome-shaped diaphragm. The left lung is slightly smaller than the right lung. Within the lungs, each bronchiole leads to a bunch of air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli are tiny air sacs in the lungs that are located at the end of the bronchial tubes, which is microscopic in nature. It is meant for the exchange of the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Next, we are moving on to mechanism of breathing. Mechanism of breathing has two processes: inspiration or inhalation, expiration or exhalation. First, let us see the inspiration or inhalation. The process of taking air into the lungs is called inspiration or inhalation. During inspiration, the sternum is pushed up and outward and the diaphragm is pulled down. This increases the volume of the thoracic cavity and thus the pressure decreases. The air outside the body flows into the lungs. Here, exchange of gases takes place between the air and the blood. Expiration or exhalation. The process of expelling air from the lungs is called expiration or exhalation. Upon exhalation, the lungs recoil to force the air out of the lungs. The intercostal muscles relax, returning the chest wall to its original position. During exhalation, the diaphragm also relaxes, moving higher into the thoracic cavity. This increases the pressure within the thoracic cavity related to the environment. Air rushes out of the lungs due to the pressure gradient. This movement of the air out of the lungs is the passive event. Next, we are moving on to exchange of gases in the alveoli. The content of oxygen in the inhaled air in alveoli is more than the blood flowing through the capillaries. So, the oxygen moves into the blood by simple diffusion. Hemoglobin in the blood combines with the oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. The blood carrying oxygen reaches the heart through blood vessels. The heart pumps it to all the tissues in the body. The tissues release carbon dioxide, which is carried back to the alveoli by the blood. Carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood to the air in the alveoli and is sent out of the body when the air is exhaled. Let us see the working of respiratory system by this video. In humans, the main organ responsible for respiration are present in the thoracic cavity. In the thoracic region, the rib cage and the dome-shaped fibrous tissue known as diaphragm are observed. Present within the rib cage are the pleural membrane, which encloses the lungs. Left lungs divided into three lobes: right superior, right middle, and the right inferior lobe. The left lung is smaller and only two lobes: the left superior and the left inferior lobe. Both the lungs are associated with the small tubular bronchi, which unite and extended into the trachea. Trachea has incomplete C-shaped ring called the cartilage, which prevent the tracheal wall from collapsing, and it leads into the pharynx, which is connected to the nostril. As we breathe in air, the oxygen molecules enters the nostril and travel downwards through the pharynx and trachea to finally reach the bronchi. From each bronchus, the oxygen travels into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchus divides repeatedly to form bronchioles, and the oxygen travels through the bronchioles and reaches the alveoli, each of which is surrounded by the network of the capillaries. A section of one alveolus shows the presence of numerous alveolar chambers with pores. Blood containing RBCs is flowing through the capillaries. The oxygen molecules from the alveolus diffuses into the capillaries and then get absorbed by the bluish RBCs. This causes the oxygenation of the RBCs and the transition in their color from bluish purple to red is observed. The blood moving into the alveoli contains RBCs and CO2 molecules. These molecules are released into the alveolus. The CO2 connects in the alveolar chamber, and then from the alveolus it travels through the bronchioles into the bronchus, which finally reaches the trachea, and it breathes it out through the nostrils. So the process of breathing in air rich in oxygen is called the inhalation. After the contraction of the muscular diaphragm, the lungs expand and the air rushes in, resulting in the inflation of the alveoli. During exhalation, the diaphragm moves out and the lungs contract. Thus, the alveoli deflate, causing the air to be forced out. This exhaled air, which is rich in CO2. This process of exhalation is called respiration, which is approximately 20 times per minute. I hope you understand, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.